In this problem, we have a cliff, and a person at the top of the cliff drops a stone. So the stone is going to travel to the bottom, hit the water at the bottom, make a splash, and then the person at the top of the cliff is going to hear the splash. Now here's the thing. They're going to hear the splash 2.7 seconds after they drop it, and we want to use this information to estimate what I'm going to call h, the height of the cliff. Now here's the thing. This time that the problem gives us is only a total time. It is the sum of the time it takes for the stone to fall down and the time it takes for the speed of the sound of the splash to come back up. So I'm going to call t sub d, t down, the time it takes for the rock to hit the bottom, and t sub u, or time up, to be the amount of time it takes for the splash to reach our ears at the top of the cliff. This is a pretty tricky problem because we've got all these different variables to keep track of. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out the kinematics equations. I'm going to assume that the acceleration of the rock is constant. So in this equation, the change in position, or in this case, h, since the rock is traveling down the height of the cliff, is equal to the initial speed times time, the time it takes to hit the bottom, td, plus 1/2 of the acceleration, which is g, times that same time squared. So this is the second kinematics equation that's usually listed, the one for position. But because the stone is dropped, we can assume that the initial speed is 0, that it starts from rest, which means that h, the height of the cliff that we're looking for, is equal to 1/2 times g times the square of td. H also appears in an equation for the speed of the sound as it comes up from the cliff. I'm going to assume that the speed of sound is constant at the usual value, 343 meters per second. But in terms of how that sound travels up the cliff, using the velocity formula, that's going to be equal to distance over time. So that's going to be equal to h, the height of the cliff, divided by t sub u, the time it takes for the sound to travel back up. So solving for t sub u is equal to h divided by the speed of sound. This is useful for us because we can try to sub this into this other equation that we have for h. We know that h is equal to 1/2 g times td squared. But we can also write this, instead of writing it as td squared, we can write it as big T minus tu squared. We can get that from this equation, since big T is the sum of both of those smaller t's. Which means we can sub in this other formula up here that we have for tu into this. So h is also equal to 1/2 of g times the square of big T minus h over v squared. So now this is our equation. H, the height we want to find, is equal to 1/2 of g times big T minus h over v squared. Now we want to solve for h, and you'll notice that even though everything in this equation other than h is known, the h appears again on the right-hand side of the equation under a squared term. This tells us that the only way we can solve for h is to write this equation as a quadratic equation, and then use the quadratic formula to solve for that. So we'll have to do a bit of rewriting for this to work. First, we can use the FOIL method on this binomial term here to get this out into terms that are easier for us to work with. So big T squared minus 2ht over v plus h squared over v squared. And finally, we just want to do a bit of algebra to get this in a form where we can actually use the quadratic formula. So first you can distribute all these terms. So 1/2 gt squared minus ght over v plus gh squared over 2v. And in order to get the quadratic formula to work, we want this squared term on its own. That'll make it work best. So I'm going to bring the h back, and I'm going to multiply all terms of this equation by 2v squared, and then divide all terms of this equation by g. Doing that, along with a bit more algebraic manipulation, we get h squared minus 2v squared h over g minus 2vh big T plus t squared v squared equals 0. And lastly, we want there to be only one term containing this non-squared h, so we'll do a bit of factoring for that. And so we end up with a formula that h squared minus 2v in parentheses v over g plus t times h plus t squared v squared is equal to 0. So finally, this is a form where we can actually use the quadratic equation. Now remember, for the quadratic equation to work, every term needs to have a variable a, b, or c associated with it. So for h squared, the imaginary 1 in front of it is a. For the h term, this negative 2v and all that is going to be b. And all of this stuff without the h is going to be c. So then we'll use the quadratic formula, which tells us that h is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then all of that is over 2a. And all the terms in a, b, and c for us are knowns. So all we have to do is put this into our calculator, and as the quadratic formula typically works, there are going to be two different accepted values that your calculator might give you. So you might get either 25,829 meters or 33 meters. And between those options, whenever you use the quadratic formula, you just have to go with whichever of the two options make sense. And for us, the only option here that makes sense is the 33 meters. We know this because the problem tells us that we hear the splash 2.7 seconds later, and it's pretty simple to figure out that if the cliff really was almost 26,000 meters high, it would take way more than 2.7 seconds for us to hear it again. So that answer is just completely nonsensical. But that's it for this problem. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please consider subscribing, as that'll help me make more videos like this. That said, I do recognize that this is a pretty tricky problem, so if you have any questions about it, leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to help you out as best as I can. If you have a request for a future video, or you'd just like to hang out, my Twitch page and my Discord server are both linked down below. But that's all for this video, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye-bye.